Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags. Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask.
Oh yeah, I love that intro. I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? Welcome to your workout with Kush. I'm host Raider Kush. What is today? Oh yeah, today is Memorial Day. I know y'all didn't forget about that. I hope you didn't. But if you did, let's see. It's actually the 28th, May 28th, 2023. Let's get some music going up in here. Hopefully, people have not forgot the meaning of if you have any losses in your family or loved ones, comrades, all that good stuff. So don't forget it. Don't forget the meaning of it. I like that lo-fi. You guys like that? Yeah. Oh man, look who up in here. Already got his hey man, no push-ups for you today. Good job. Nation Nightmare in the house. Y'all ready to get it in? I heard y'all want to work out today. Yeah? I already got the work area clean. Wasn't too bad actually. It must have been too hot for people to show up out here, but got me and my whoever that person is, and getting their workout on too. So it's all good. But this is the time of year where I really crank it up. So you guys are faint of heart. Make sure you don't do some of the things that I do when it gets a little too hot outside. Take your breaks, hydrate. I've been doing this for a couple decades. So just keep that in mind when you outside in the heat, especially with these metal bleachers. You gotta hydrate and you gotta be on your A game. But I'm out here when it's snowing, when it's raining, when it's hot as hell, whatever. We out here. So yeah, we gotta get these steps in. Haven't eaten anything, fasted. Cardio is the best cardio. I'm telling y'all right now. If you wanna change your life, a couple things. One, start drinking 3 times the amount of water that you're drinking right now. Even if you're like, Kush, man, I drink a gallon already, bro, I'm good. Nah, man, drink about 2 more till you can't tolerate it, right? And then after that, you can take her off. But you want to make sure that you do that within a week's time period. You're working your way up to that, right? So if not, by the time you get to your your second or third one, and it's your first time doing that, bro, you're gonna be pissing your ass off, man, all day, literally. You could also get pulmonary edema, so don't overhydrate yourself too. So that's the one thing, is learn how to hydrate. I would say hydrate, but learn how to hydrate. Make sure that you don't overhydrate to where you start getting water in your lungs and you catch pneumonia. I've seen that happen to people. You also want to make sure that you don't underhydrate, dehydrate it's called, right? You don't go out here and have a workout and then don't spend your time rehydrating. Also keeping your salt levels above normal. So Himalayan sea salt, I'll go this way. Himalayan sea salt is always the best. To be able to throw a couple dashes of that up in your joint is always good too, right? So keep that in mind, man. But yeah, we're getting our workout on. Glad that you guys are here. It's always a pleasure. If you guys missed my last episode, I announced that I think I'm the first Raider, I don't know, that I've ever heard of to be on Patreon. Now, Patreon, I'm not even gonna hype it up. You just go see it for yourself. Pay the money, go see the workouts, go see the real work that I put in behind the scenes, the unfiltered Kush. And I think that's the best place for it. I won't be saying nothing outside the ordinary, but it's more detailed. Look into the shit that I do and why I do it. So this is a good workout right here. I'm in good spirits, good graces, and I'm happy to, like I said before, I read-manifest energy. So I'm thankful for all the energy that's out there, positive, negative, whatever. I'm about to put it out right here. So I love it. So while y'all sitting back, hopefully you're doing something active too, because this is going to be a good one for me today. I love Memorial Day workouts. I do it for some main reasons that I don't need to talk about right here. And I'll talk about it on my Patreon. You see how I did that? Yeah. So that's how I'll be from now on. If you want to know a little bit more about why I do shit and who I do it for, like this on Memorial Day, which is this is my warm-up. I'll give you a little sneak peek into what I'll do. Is I usually, well, last year I did a 13-mile run in combat boots and just ran around town. Not for recognition, just to get my head straight for how I had to process the loss of some friends that I saw. So I'll just leave it at that. But again, 13 miles is last year. I don't think my old ass be doing that. But I'll definitely be getting my miles in from my brothers and sisters that I've lost at unfortunate events. And we'll be talking about it in as much detail as we need to. So again, patreon.com/Raider Kush, where you find those stories and many more. I'll have some Raider players, former and maybe current, that'll be on there. And we'll be chopping it up a little bit in detail. Just feel more comfortable, probably a little bit more in that setting. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. Now it's about time to hydrate. I got some ice cold water with some pink Himalayan salt in that motherfucker. Oh, it's so good, man. Oh man, whew. That's what's up. Let's see what y'all talking about. Yeah, what's going on, D Menace? Salute to you, brother. I know you're a vet too, and you're probably dealing with your own shit too, bro. So I see you, bro. If you need anything, reach out, man, for real. I got you. Hey, what's up, bro? What's going on, family? For sure, Raider Rich. Yup. JB's in the house. What's up, man? Milka Beezy's in the house. What's good, bro? Hey, bro, appreciate that. Yeah, man, for sure, bro. Yeah, man, this is a time for me to be able to realize that I'm still alive and I'm here for a reason. And I know you probably feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? When you go through Memorial Day, but for a lot of people, you know, they don't see it that way. This is the time for me to realize, like, man, I'm still here, bro. Like, I could have been one of them cats taken a long time ago by any way, you know what I'm saying? Any circumstance. But anyway, I think Memorial Day is a day to celebrate that you're alive, and we're gonna exercise these little chicken legs, you know what I'm saying? And these little chicken arms, man. We're gonna work this little body out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do this today, Memorial Day, where everybody's barbecuing. I'm usually the dude that be out there running, you know what I'm saying, and getting it in. So this is just the warm up for tomorrow. You know, I like to get it in on Monday, the actual day. But yeah, Pina's in the house, man. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, let's go back to it. But yeah, then from here, I usually, after Memorial Day, I usually ramp up my workouts. So I'll do more running besides walking for my cardio. So I get myself in pretty good shape right after Memorial Day weekend. So basically I burn myself out cardio wise, eat a bunch of pasta, oatmeal, get myself ready for the next day, do it all over again. And sometimes I'll stop and hop for like some pull-ups too. But believe it or not, I'm usually about 215 pounds, and I'll go from 215 to like about 205 to 190, 195, and be solid for the rest of the year until it's Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas time, and then I just eat my fat ass off and I bulk right back up again, right? So the thing about it is, I'll give you one gem, which is the greatest gem of them all, which is that you have to treat your life in seasons. You have to treat every day in seasons. As the sun rises, it falls, another thing comes in the sky and replaces it. And you got to treat your year like that as well. So I treat my body like that. I'll eat what I want during certain times of the year, and then other times it's like, all right, gotta cut it back. I gotta start dialing it in. So the running and cardio is great when the sun is here. And then I'll do my fasted cardio walking. I'll always do that. That is the superpower that people don't talk about. So, or some people talk about it, I talk about it, right? So, I mean, that's how it goes. And, yeah. So we get people that will look at life that way. And that's people that you really want to surround yourself on. Certain seasons for this, seasons for that. That's why we don't see football 24/7. Imagine if we just saw nonstop football 24/7 or 365 days out of the year. It'd be a different type of mode that we'd be putting ourselves in. So I think that's why we don't see football leagues unless we really are digging for it 24/7 or 365. But it could change. It definitely could change. So yeah, this is gonna be a workout for people that know, you know, and I think it's a good thing to work out during holidays anyway, just to be able to eat a little bit more. But during the winter months, I'll still get it out here. Like I said, I'll be out here when it's snowing, when it's raining, all of that shit, man. And it's interesting to see the crowd, the people that work out, that go with the seasons. That's the one constant for me. And then I just changed the way that I eat. But anyway, that's your fitness gym, or just the gym of the start the week out is treat your life as seasons, and you'll watch how much more productive you'll become, right? So if you treat season one, that harvest season, and you treat that first, you wouldn't have had anything to be able to sow, right? They say reap what you sow, right? And if you didn't plant nothing, when harvest season comes around, you put that at season one, you ain't getting shit. So you got to start with those ideas early morning, brainstorming. There's a certain way to be able to activate that, start your day. And then from there, what do you do after you plant that seed in the ground, right? You watch it grow, you fertilize it, and make sure it's getting all the nutrients it needs, the water, the sunlight, right? No bugs are on it. You keep that shit away from everything that It doesn't need to be able to make sure that it grows. And then after that, what happens? Then it's grown, right? It's starting to be able to manifest itself because you've nurtured that idea, that concept, that workout, that diet, that meal plan. And then from there, what do? You reap it. You have to make sure that you're there. You just can't say this is gonna fall to the ground and fall on your head like it happened with, Sir Isaac Newton. You know what I'm saying? Just hit him on the tree one day. He's chilling. It ain't gonna happen like that. So you have to go through every process, and then when it's time to sow it, sometimes you gotta get up and shake that motherfucking tree, or you gotta cut some branches off to be able to keep the tree from going and growing even taller. And so that's, if you treat your life like that, treat your day like that, treat your diet like that, then that's what happens. So that's an early gem for y'all for the week. Start it out. Treat your week like that, and you'll be all right. It's gonna be a lot coming to you, but just start planting those seeds and getting those in the ground. So that way, by the end of the week, you can start reaping what you sowed. So anyway, let's talk Raiders. I've seen all the stuff about Jimmy G. It's unfortunate, but we gotta move on. This is the thing, is the closer we get to Memorial Day, I'll just start shedding a couple little tidbits about how I think. And I treat everything with a combat mindset. I can't help it. It's the way I've been raised for a very long time. So with that being said, it's a benefit to my mental consciousness to be able to understand, hey, shit happens. You gotta move on. You gotta stay prosperous. You gotta keep it pushing. And there's a saying that goes, keep it pushing in the military, no matter what, right? Other forms of military call it shoot, move, and communicate, right? So when I see this unfortunate situation, I see what they did. Ziegler and the whole crew, I told you, the Big Six. And if you missed the Big Six, who the Big Six is, you gotta follow my Patreon. You see what I did there? Same place. You gotta follow the Patreon and see who the Big Six is. So if you go and see, Patreon is patreon.com/Raider Kush. You get all the info, all the details going on, why I call it the Big Six. So the Big Six regime, they have gotten to the point to where they're looking at it from a military mindset. It's tactical. And if you look at what the Patriots regime is built upon, what is it built upon? It's funny that you ask, have you ever looked at it as to what it was built upon? Go to patreon.com/Raider Kush, where I talk about that. So that way, if you see some other people bringing it up about, we always talk about the Patriot way, but we don't really know what the fuck the Patriot way is. I'll give you a hint. It starts with men and women that wear camouflage. That's the Patriot way. So if you're looking at it from a militaristic and tactical standpoint, you would see this is exactly what they're trying to do to get this regime turned over to whatever happens after Mark Davis leaves this earth. His mom sees a finished product before she leaves this earth. And how many years you think that she has left? So that's what we gotta understand, is this regime is not here for the faint of heart. And they put in a clause in there to just sign him, keep the fans at bay, draft this Aiden O'Connell dude. Whatever the next move is going to be the next move. So don't hit the panic button just yet, but keep that motherfucker close by. Keep it close by. I think that's the best option for it. apologies. All right, that's 20 minutes. So, yeah, if the regime doesn't see hope in Jimmy G's injury, they can walk away freely from it. But our psyche is going to be fucked up. The fans here are going to be fucked up. So that's where we're going to start to see a lot of decay with the way the fans are looking at stuff. Whew, man. That's 20 minutes, y'all. See what we got. Yep, that's right. Nothing to it but to do it. That's for sure. Pizzle, what's going on, man? Man, I love it when you say it, because I would, bro. If it was up to me, man, I most definitely would play free safety or whatever. You know what I mean? What up? What up? Something for you, brother. Oh, yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. I got your 6 too, bro. All day, every day. You already know. Yeah, for sure. What up, Word? What's good with you, bro? I've been good, bro. Been doing amazing. Like I said, just celebrating that I got these 2 feet right here, still standing above ground, walking around. Estrada, what's going on? Yep, for sure. What's good with you? Yep, exactly. Hyping up the injured players, man. It's gonna be. We got some shit that they gotta explain, man. They don't have probably no explanation to stuff as to what's gonna happen until after the regime is already gone. We won't be able to see what was going on with it. What's good, Ern? What's happening, man? Yeah, man. That's a realistic expectation right now. He may not even take a snap for us. Again, we're gonna talk about Liz Frank injuries, man, and I'll go into detail about what that is. But if you guys don't know what that is bad news. If that is the case, that's what's going on with his foot, and it looks like they're saying that it was at least 2 broken bones in his feet, which means that there could possibly be more if they, disclose whatever the results of it were. Get rid of car, had no backup. I know, man. Hey, I'll be the first one to say that I was happy to see Carr gone. I honestly was. I was tired of the 9 years of, just all the letdowns and failures. And I'll be the first one to admit that, man, he's looking like a great option right now if he was here, over Jimmy G's ass. So we got to eat our crow, and I'm eating that shit. So it's just going to have to be how it's going to be. Yeah, man, it's been a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's been good. That's for sure. But yeah, I feel like we'll get, a couple options that'll happen at quarterback here come training camp. Keep your eyes out for a couple people, like I would say that Hanky kid from Washington. I would say keep your eyes out for a trade or someone that knows the McDaniels offense, whoever that may be. You know what I'm saying? Clark, what's good, man? How you doing, bro? Bro, hey, Milk. Milk, you ain't off. I mean, you are not off on that. You know what I'm saying? I think that it could definitely be an option that Chase Garbers may end up being our starting QB. So there's not much tape on him other than some college tape. I'll tell you what though, his teammates loved him at Cal and at high school. And his high school he was the state champ. Dude can ball, man. Damn sure. Salute to you, Clark, for sure. Yeah, man, it was time for a change. But now, you know what, though? I gotta sympathize with the people that were utterly, brutally upset with Carr. I'm not even talking about group shit because, man, that just brings up a whole lot of WTF that's going on, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be one of the ones we just gotta wait and see. Just like how we did the Jalen Carter situation, like we do every situation. We gotta wait and see until everything it gets sweaty. But I think he's gonna end up getting him a starting job, man. Yep. Sure, bro. Love you too, man. What up, we the people? Man, I hope you're right. I hope you're right, we the people. I really do. I hope that he's healthy. Yeah, exactly. We already knew it was gonna be something that was gonna come up with Jimmy. Yep, really wanted Jimmy Garoppolo. It may be like, look, the people that survived the AB situation, the Antonio Brown situation, man, we're gonna be all right. We've seen worse, right? So if you guys have been Raider fans long enough to be able to experience the AB situation and what happened with all the drama behind that, and how excited we all were behind that, or weren't, the ones that were not excited, yeah, if you were around to experience that firsthand, then you'd be okay. You'd be able to remember this. Yep. Before the season. Yeah, we had nothing to talk about. Exactly. Big Worm says that he basically ain't gonna be living in that. He said he ain't gonna be back by then. Man, I just hope that we know what his injury is. That's the question. Is, yeah, we think that we know, but if it's a Liz Frank injury like what we're seeing with Tyree, and he was supposed to be back April 9th. If you go back and look at the letter that Dr. James Andrews wrote, he wrote it on March 21st. He said he's going to be like 14 to 20 days out. So that would have put him around like April 9th. And now here we are in May, the end of May, close to the end of May, and we haven't seen him. So it's quite concerning. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He had surgery in March. Yeah, he had it on March. They said that he should be back to full football activity by then, and they said the same thing for Tyree. So, look, here's the thing though. Here's my take on it, and here's where I'll just put it to bed on how I think about it. Is when you look at Tyree and you look at Garoppolo's injury, I would much rather have them sit and wait to make sure that they're fully healthy. I don't want to rush back, because think about if we're a team goes to a 30 for 30 and we look back on this season, right? And we say, man, this is the most pivotal time in our season right here. This is the most pivotal point. And we had a couple options that we could have made. And the fans decided that we wanted to see Jimmy G and Tyree Wilson, numbers 9 and 10, ironically, their numbers are right next to each other. That must be the foot section. A lot more we can talk about that. But the 9 and 10 on our roster are not going to be out there, and we were complaining because we wanted to see them early, and then they end up actually getting the list right. Because if they have, if Jimmy Garoppolo has one broken toe or a foot, in certain sections that they got to see exactly what's going on, then if he ends up hurting himself and he re-injures it, if there's a hairline fracture, then that can open up to a whole lot more. And that can be able to be, AKA, your Liz Frank typical injury. So let these boys rest, man. Let these boys rest. If they are not going to be able to show up, then we know what we're going to do with Jimmy G. But if Tyree is not out there, we got to let him rest. We got to he may sit out the whole season. So just be ready if that's the case. I know that's not the case, but just be mentally prepared for worst case scenario. We don't see him in a uniform for extended amount of time during the preseason. So if again, if we look back on it and there's a 30 for 30 on the season, they'll say the reason why they came back so fast is because the fans, or because the coaching staff was getting pressured from the media for wanting to see these guys back. At this point, we just gotta understand that they hurt. Take a deep breath, blow it out. Take another deep breath, blow it out, and just say, okay, cool. We're not gonna be able to get Jimmy G in a couple photos right now. That's our current situation. And then our other situation is our former quarterback and coach over on the other side of the coast, whipping up a play storm. It's a wild world, man. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Alex? What's going on, man? Yeah, exactly. So, man, look, if you guys survive that, then we can survive this shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he already had surgery or if, the surgery was already, in what was going on. But, bro, they need it. They need to give it to all. They need to get all that shit to him. Okay, so yeah, surgery in March. All right. I mean, we want to prepare for it, but we want to let these guys heal. That's going to be the question. Who's going to get first team snaps? I think it's going to be Hoyer. They're going to take the traditional route and let Aiden work for everything that he gets. So don't be surprised if Hoyer is QB1 out there while Jimmy G is recovering. And then we start seeing Aiden start to see a couple more snaps going to Devontae. He'll get 2 or 3, once OTAs, start to ramp up a little bit. And then you'll see him maybe a preseason game or 2. Yep. Hey, man. Have it out. That's what it's there for. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, y'all gotta have it out. Well, that's the argument right there. Is if you look at the Jimmy G situation, you got about a million ways that you could take it. So that's how it goes. The good thing about it is we can be able to walk out of the situation with a little extra money. And then what are we going to do with it? There's nobody really to sign. So that's the only really good news that I see about it, is that if we don't have Jimmy G and he's not ready, we cut ties. If not, I say we let him heal. Or just let him heal. There's nothing that we're going to be able to gain from him from being in OTAs right now. If we had to heal from what they tell us is just clean up some cartilage. Hell yeah, it concerns me. I think he knows what's up. Unless there's 2 things that I'm figuring what's going on. Either he's doing the route that Josh Jacobs took the year before, where he had his own private workouts. He went to Miami and started training with all the other top running backs in the league, and see what their routines are and what they do, right? or he is upset with the team and they told him, hey, don't show up because we don't want to see you hurt. And they're doing the Derek Carr route like they did with him and said that he is not allowed to show up to team activities because they are trying to either release him or trade him. So I think that is what exactly is going on. And you'll start to see that being the narrative this week. Most likely, you start to see that narrative of people saying that he is not going to suit up in a Raiders uniform, just like how they did Derek Carr. So yeah, it does. I wouldn't say it concerns me. It's just something that, if you guys have been watching and listening to some of the stuff that been coming out of the Raiders media, out of their mouths, yeah, they've been saying it. Yeah, Renfro's gone, bro. That's what they all been saying. Renfro's gone. Like they know what's about to happen. And if they're wrong on that, then they taking that shot, But yeah, it's a real possibility that they could be giving Renfro and maybe even Jacobs the Derek Carr route, because why would they want him in OTAs and then, I snapped my whatever, fill in the blank, and he's out, and he gets fully guaranteed his money, they can't trade him or whatever it may be, or he shows up and his trade value is decimated, right? So I forgot about that, man. You one of the few motherfuckers that was in there seeing that shit. Humford. Oh man, when he gets hurt, don't be crying. You already know. I know it. Yep, exactly. There's definitely some rumors. I ain't hear about New Orleans, but I can see that. Yep, give Carpet his weapon. Hey, he can have him, man. I think they moving on. Yep, I think so too. We the people. I think this is an audition for. We may see the first time where a head coach resigns his position and decides to just be the coordinator, the assistant head coach. So that could happen. But yeah, so that's all we're gonna do for this episode of Workout with Kush for y'all. If you want to see the rest of it, I will be on patreon.com/Raider Kush. Again, where we'll be going over in way more detail about how this regime is planning on doing things with the new revelation that, our QB may be down, what's going on with Renfro, all that good stuff. Oh man, yeah. I'll tell you what, Rich, I'll answer that for you just because it's you, bro. Man, he'll be fine. I think that he'll show up in camp. But I just don't want to rush him. I don't want to rush Jimmy G. This is the most pivotal time of our season right now. Is if we start acting too crazy and start whining about how he's not here, he's gonna listen to it. He's gonna hear it. He's a dude that takes a lot of pride in his craft and what he does. So he would be the guy that would try and go out there on the field just to show Raider Nation, hey, I'm here. And he would re-injure himself. And knowing that, I don't want to put him in that position to where we knowingly do that. So yeah, that's how I feel. So, but yeah, man, for more, got my warm up in. We're going to do some real workout now and start to talk a little bit more in detail about Raiders and basically just Raider shit, man. No beef. So if you guys come for the drama and want to see how Kush feels about, ain't going to be none of that. But we're going to talk in more unfiltered detail about how shit goes and how we feel. And yeah, get a little bit more in detail workout for the folks that really want to work out and take it seriously. So patreon.com/Raider Kush is where you'll find me here in about 5 minutes. I'll be going going live. And yeah, we'll see you guys on there. You guys have a great, blessed Memorial Day. Don't forget the ones that gave the ultimate sacrifice. Shout out to the families and salute to you. My condolences to the fallen. And I have not forgot about you. Never.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Just win, baby.
Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby.